simply at all. The players have been introduced, and the moment that the fans have been waiting for about to take place. Bob Knight is returning. And Dick Vitale earlier today spoke with Quinn Buckner, and we asked him, what is today about? And he said, this is not about basketball. This is about family. The players that played for Bob Knight look at him almost as like kind of your estranged father, that you want to come back so the family can collectively wrap their arms around him. And I think that's what we're seeing right here.
Well, you can see the respect by each player for him, the tremendous love and admiration that they have for him, for what he's achieved here as a coach. And it's so beautiful to see the kind of affection that these beautiful fans have shown as he walked on this court. I'm so happy that that moment has happened. Tried to talk yesterday with him about it. It's just a special moment. Really done a great job, Patrick, and all the family members in making this happen.
Well, Rhys Davis, if a picture speaks 1,000 words, it's about 1,000,000 words right there on the face of Bob Knight as we go back to you.
An amazing scene, Bob, for sure. You guys did a great job covering it. You could just feel the emotion in Assembly Hall. You know, not long ago when Bob and his wife Karen decided to move back to Bloomington, I asked, why now? And Bob was like, well, the fishing's good. We have some friends there. And my players are there, so you get a chance to see him with his players, which is a sight that's been a long time coming, Jay.
It has been a long time coming, and it's such an emotional thing, not only for Indiana fans and for the players, but for Bob Knight and his family. And you know, Rhys, from the time that Coach Knight was with us, he's a very emotional person. He doesn't like to show it. In fact, likes to hide it. But the rift between he and Indiana was less about anger and more about hurt. But he was hurt from being let go, and he wasn't over it. And it's beautiful to see that he's back and that his players are back with him.
Seeing a coach with his team is something pretty special. And to see his pure emotion about being there in that moment with those guys. It's closure for Coach, it's closure for the players, it's closure for Patrick, it's closure for their program, but this is beautiful.
Yeah, Seth, and I live in South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame community, but a lot of Indiana Hoosiers there, and you can feel that tension with them, and it's been long overdue for that to be done with. It's done with today to honor one of the great coaches in our sport.
His son Pat, our colleague Sage Steele, Mark Cuban, Indiana graduate. Bob still got that fire in there to get the crowd going too when they need it, huh?
This is where he belongs.
Yeah.
To have this moment in time with these guys and that community.
I think I know who he's talking to there. A great relationship between those two longtime friends. Vitale and Bob Knight.
That's awesome.
We know defense cheer now. If we can just get the 5-out motion offense going, things will be back as they should be.
Don't throw the ball to the baseline. He'll get really ticked off.
And don't run your offense close to the baseline either. That
Exactly.
affects it as well.
Unless it's for a shot.
Right. You know, there are so many people in the student section in Assembly Hall right now that were not even born when Bob Knight was the coach in Indiana, and the cultural icon that he is, and how that's been passed down to a generation of people who weren't even alive when Bob Knight was leading the Hoosiers and winning championships and become such a revered figure that has endured despite all of that hurt.
Yeah, not only bigger than life to fans of basketball, but those that played it and have coached it. That Bob Knight's influence on the game has been profound. And he said it about Henry Iba. Among the shadows that have been cast on the game, his was the longest. And I think that actually applies to Bob Knight. That there's not been a longer shadow cast over this game than Bob Knight's shadow.
Think about the lives he touched, Reese. Think about, you see Quinn Buckner there. It seems to me like those players are sharing this moment with him.
See Bob's wife, Karen, the triumphant return to Assembly Hall. He sort of eased his way back in, showed up in a baseball game last year. He went to an Indiana State practice recently. I think Bob and Dick said in the first half he's going with Gene Katie to a Pacers game tonight. So it's good for him to be able to get the type of reception and recognition that, hey, look, complex legacy, we understand that, but this type of reception is good for Bob and can promote some, as you said, Seth, some closure at the end of this now.
Yeah, closure for him, closure for the Indiana family, closure for the current program, and closure for every single guy that played for him, because now they're whole. And that's really important.
This is an important day for Indiana basketball.
Yeah.
An important day.
Can move forward now. This is not hanging over them. And Bob Knight, back part and a willing part of the Indiana basketball family. What a moment with a lot of Indiana players in attendance, including the 1980 Big Ten championship team. Second half coming up. This has been the Jeep Halftime Report.